Just waiting for everybody to arrive here. Don't forget to like up the chat, guys. I mean, like up the live if you're in the chat. I'm just closing all the other tabs on my phone. I've heard that it makes the chat more smooth or whatever. It makes the stream more streamy. Morning from Scotland. Welcome, Scotland. What's going on? What time is it in Scotland? $5 a.m. here. Bro, you on Grinder? I don't think so, bro. It must be you. Hi, Julia. Hi, Alexis Scott. Hey, Stevie England. Everything's going well. It's 3 p.m. where I am. Well, right now, I don't even know at what time. I think it's 9 p.m. on the Pacific Coast where I'm. I'm on Vancouver Island. I'm sure I just wanted to know if you were... Did you see the photo of Trump? Which photo of Trump? I've seen some photos of Trump. I don't know about which. Is there like a new photo of Trump that everybody knows about? Yeah, I'm on Vancouver Island, which is the westernmost point of Canada. But yeah, no, what is this photo of Trump? Should I know about this? Should I look this up, guys? Is this something that I should be knowing about? I'm in Australia. Yo, he has a lineup in it. Lol, it's fake. A lineup? They just put a photo of Trump where his shirt was off and he was red beans coming out of his eyes. What? What are these guys talking about? Red beans? Oh, beams. I thought you meant like kidney beans. I was like, somehow that's like barely even less weird if it was red beans. Oh, like laser beams, yeah. I thought you were talking about something like some sort of photo with the Epstein files or whatever. I thought there was like new photos of him like doing some illegal stuff or whatever. Yeah, red beans is funnier for sure. He's really muscly too. I believe it. Yeah, I believe that for sure. Crazy shootings in the States. Yeah, crazy stuff happens all the time. I didn't know you benched, to be honest. Oh, he benched. Yeah, I didn't know if Trump was pretty yoked either. The latest I heard was that Barron Trump, that's Donald Trump's son, I heard that he's a time traveler from another another zone or whatever. I don't think he's natty. No, he's probably not natty. Donald Trump has been hitting the Sudafed since the beginning of 2016 or whatever. How did you inflate your head? Like this. Trump yoked, LOL. Yeah, Trump is absolutely yoked, guys. He's jacked. Like he's massive. He's a big guy. Well, that kid did spring up a few feet. Yeah, and I heard he got engaged too, by the way. Donald Trump's son. Trump versus McGregor on the White House card. Okay, to be fair, McGregor is probably like 100 pounds lighter than Trump. But Trump is also like twice his age. He's like 70 or 80 or something. I think it'd be more fair to have Barron Trump versus McGregor. Trump would eat McGregor, yeah. Well, I don't think he would actually. I heard he only eats McDonald's, so he probably wouldn't. He's only eating McDonald's right now. With the diet cola, you know, he doesn't go for that regular Coke. Healthy choices, yeah. Freedom, democracy, oil. Raising Cane's is pretty good. Honestly, I've had Raising Cane's. I hate to sound like that guy. You know what I mean? They're both Mick. That's right, McGregor, McDonald's. Maybe we're onto something. But yeah, I hate to sound like that guy. You know, guys. But I don't fall for like the trends. You know, like. You know, Raising Cane's was so trendy for a while. Everybody was like, "Oh, I love Raising Cane's. It's so good." Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, it's pretty good. It's okay, but I don't think it's like the second coming of, you know, the greatest thing on earth or whatever. Same with what else? There's been other like trends where there's just too much hype. Yeah, I love poutine. Wish we had it in the States. Yeah, honestly, the fact that Americans haven't really taken poutine yet from us, like that's crazy. One day they're going to take it. Like one day, my prediction is within the next 50 or so years, people won't even know if poutine is a Canadian. They'll say, "Yeah, remember poutine was invented in Canada." You know, like they'll say it as like an interesting fact. You know. Hey, Papi. Trump versus The Rock ladder match. Now that I would pay money to see that. Yeah, we like stole poke bowls. We'll just take Canada too. Yeah. It's your favorite trans woman. Welcome, Mom Chill. My favorite trans woman. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Trump, poutine. Oh yeah, poutine. Yeah, Americans are going to take the poutine, guys. Clock that right now. Save it. And in 50 years, come back and rewatch this video. You guys are gonna see. Trump. America is going to take the poutine. Not gonna lie, I put poutine on my menu in the winters here in Wisconsin. Yeah, exactly. Like it slowly is coming into the States, right? Like states like Wisconsin, you know, probably Michigan, Minnesota, New Hampshire, Vermont, like all those states that are close, you know, they're probably getting close. Idaho, you know, those Idaho potatoes, they're probably getting gravy and cheese on them, right? But one day in the far future, 50 years from now, Americans are gonna be like, "What? I didn't know the poutine was invented in Canada." You know what I mean? Like that's what they're gonna say. Like one guy is gonna say, "Interesting fact, fellows. The poutine was invented in Canada." That's what they're gonna say 50 years from now as they eat their poutines. You don't think so, Bridger? Eh? I think they will. It's going to happen, guys. We will definitely know. Yeah, I guess, you know, they probably will, but I just think it'll be so commonplace. Like, you know how there's tacos all over America? You know what I mean? Like, you go to, like, any state or whatever, like, all over the states, there's tacos, you know? People know they're from Mexico originally or whatever, right? but they're everywhere. So maybe that's what it'll be like, more like. It's not our palate. It tastes like vomit here. Guys, guess the flag. That's Finland. Kind of like some Americans are surprised to find out that French is spoken in Canada. Its origin's French. The name sounds French. Yeah, it's from Quebec. Quebec is a French province in Canada. So originally, even in Canada, like honestly, like where I grew up, Alberta, we don't think of it as a Canadian food. We think of it as a Quebec food. You know, like Quebec is so foreign to normal Canadians that it practically feels like a second country to us. I speak French. Moose hockey, maple syrup, poutine, all staples of Canada. Yeah, but you see, that's the thing, guys. You say that, right? That's correct, Finland. Now harder. That one looks like a Caribbean flag. I want to say Bahamas, Belize, maybe. I'm thinking Belize or Bahamas, maybe. People try it on fries. Yeah, so do Canadians trash talk Americans like Americans trash talk them? Um, mm, Bahamas, yes. Wow, dude, I'm 2 for 2. I said Bahamas first. That one's easy. That's is that oh, somebody said it. Valley Noid got it. Turkey. That's not true. We love Canada. Canadians and Americans are allies. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If anything, I would say Canadians trash talk the Quebecers more because the Quebecers get so annoying. So that's the thing. It's like, okay, the next one I see there, it's so hard to see. It's so tiny. The one that Mikey Mateos put. Is it Egypt? It's so small. Like that's why I'm leaning in to read to see it, guys. Um, Quebec is its own country. Yeah, it feels like its own country to be honest. It's kind of the way like okay, you know how like there's different regions in the United States. Like there's the Northeast, and they kind of all have their own vibe. You know, like New York and Boston and Pittsburgh and all those places up there, Philadelphia, whatever. They kind of have like that northeastern United States vibe, right? And then there's the Cali people that feel like a completely different type of people, right? Then there's Texas. Getting obscure here. That one looks like I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna believe Valley Android here. I think it's Central African Republic. I think he's really good at flag guessing. I game with many Canadians, and you're right. They don't like French speaking accent of Quebec. Correct. Absolutely. Now this. That one is New Zealand. Do you repair clocks? Uh, at least twice a day. I have a clock is right. I wish I could use Iran's flag, but it should be upgraded soon. Yes, I have an app. That one's pretty much impossible. I don't know. Maybe it's got to be like a small island nation like Marshall Islands or Easter Island or something like that. That's not Iraq, I don't think. No. Are you a lumberjack? Not by trade, but by in my heart. You know, in my heart of hearts. Give me an axe and some logs, and I will split that timber all day long, guys. Like it's it's something in your blood if you are from Alberta. That one I've never seen that one before. That what red and white one with the maple leaf in the middle. How do you like poutine? I love poutine. It's so good. The best poutines are from A&W, guys. Same with KFC. I like KFC. A lot of people shit on KFC. You know, like everybody's like, "Oh, Raising Cane's, Raising Cane's." Guys, what about some good old KFC? Like, let's give KFC its flowers. You know what I mean? Like, whatever happened to the KFC love, you know? My 23-year-old microwave just slow. I think it's going to fail. I'm planning on using an HDMI cable and connect my laptop to see what's wrong with the microwave. Are you the same guy, Zohan, that asked me yesterday what brand my microwave was? Play Roblox. No, Robert. Costco poutine. Too good from food court. Yeah. You're right. Costco poutine's good. A&W don't have poutine. I live one town away from the A&W, the first A&W ever. Lodi, California. I had no idea. I literally had no idea. For some reason in my brain, I thought A&W was Canadian. Like, do you just do instant gravy on fries, or is there something that goes on it? I think no, you have to put the cheese curds in it as well. And the cheese curds, you can't just use like regular cheese. That's the thing I think some Americans get wrong about the poutine. They don't understand what the cheese is. It's not just like shredded like Tex-Mex style cheese or whatever. It's the cheese that are like chunks. They're like it's like chunks of cheese. Nope, you guys stole our stuff. Ha ha ha. Do you play Roblox? No, I don't. I only play party animals, guys. I've already explained this. I'm a strict party animal gamer. Thoughts about South Africa? I would visit South Africa one day. I've actually dream of one day visiting all the major continents. And I say major because, to be honest, I don't really think I ever need to go to Antarctica, guys. I'm probably not going to. If I never make it to Antarctica, I don't really care. But all the other major continents like Africa, Europe, Asia, and Oceania slash Australia is what they call it. Poutine, not Putin. It's cheese curds. Yeah, it's cheese curds. It's pronounced Lodi. Oh, Lodi. When I said Lodi, North California or whatever, North Pole, Australasia. Yeah, like I would visit Australasia. What is Australasia? That's like Philippines or something. If you woke up and you were 45 tomorrow, what would you do? 45. I don't know. I don't think I'd do anything different. What have you played? Oh, sorry. Have you played Mon Bazoo? It's a Canadian game. Combination of Asia and Australia. You know, one thing about the continents is Europe and Asia are actually combined. I don't even understand why there's a distinction between them. It should be called Eurasia because there's literally no continental plate that divides them two. Or if there is, it's an actual physical plate. It's not like ocean water, you know what I mean? Like if you look at the other continents, yes, North America and South America are touching with Panama, but it's such a small little connector. In fact, they have a canal that goes across there now. I haven't had it since I was a kid. My Canadian neighbors used to make it, and it was very difficult to eat. Can you explain how best to eat it? With a fork. You use a fork to eat it. You don't eat it with your fingers. What do I think about what? If there were 1,000 realities to choose from, would you choose the one you're in? That question I could only answer based off of the possibility of knowing the other 999 possible realities. So, without knowing more information, I refuse to answer that question. You'd have to give me 999 other scenarios in which for me to evaluate before I can properly answer that question. Yeah, but so is Canadian, and the US are touching. Should all be one? Yeah, it is. That's North America. Canada and USA is one continent, and Mexico is part of it too. Hi, YouTuber. Hi, Maggie Smith, or Alberto, or whatever your real name is. It is. It's called North America and South America. So South America is a continent. North America is a continent. There's three major countries of North America: Canada, USA, and Mexico. And then in South America, there's a bunch of countries. I don't even think I can name them all. Africa is an entire country. I mean, continent. Europe, though, is attached to Asia, so it should be called Eurasia. There are some natural borders like the Ural Mountains and the Black Sea. I don't know about the tectonic plates. Fair enough. There's some natural borders, but they are connected. You know what I mean? Like, you could still kind of walk between them, or traverse across them. They are on separate plates. Fair enough. If they are on separate plates, I get the idea behind it, but on a map though, if you look at a map, like just a picture of a map, like a a rendering of a globe or a map or whatever, right? You could clearly like define where is North America, where is South America, where is Africa, where is Australia. But then it gets very dicey between Europe and Asia because there's countries like Ukraine. What is Ukraine? Is Ukraine part of Europe or is it part of Asia? Is Russia part of Europe or is it part of Asia? Is Tajikistan part of Asia or part of Europe? We don't know. Nobody knows really. But they are moving. North America isn't. Would you rather always feel understood or always feel appreciated? I'm really thinking about that one. That's a great question. I think appreciated. I think appreciated. Because understanding is something that you can work on. You could work on your communication and you could continually try to improve somebody's like absorption of your information. So if you're trying to explain something and they don't understand you, you could just keep trying to explain it. You could go over different ways to make them understand. Because appreciation is selective. I know, but somebody could still appreciate what you're saying without understanding it, right? And also, the feeling of feeling appreciated feels way better than feeling understood. It sucks when you're misunderstood. Like if you say something and somebody misunderstands what you meant and then you have to clarify it again, that can suck, especially if it's taken in the wrong context, the wrong way. Like if you say something that wasn't meant to be hurtful, but it hurt somebody and they misunderstood you, then you feel bad, they feel bad, it's a bad situation. That's a terrible situation to happen, right? But if you say something that, or do something that deserves appreciation and the person doesn't appreciate it, well, then that's not fun either, right? So Canadian of you to say that. No disrespect. Oh, okay. Thank you. Would you rather have the ability to hit pause or rewind on life? Well, rewind would be more advantageous, like just from a pure philosophical point of view, because you could just rewind and then, bet $1 million on, the Super Bowl champion or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you could use it would be more advantageous to like rewind stuff because you would already know the future, right? But with that being said, I don't know if I necessarily would go ahead with that because the potential ramifications of hitting rewind would be so detrimental to the rest of the world and society, right? Like you might change it in the entire world. Like the whole timeline might get screwed up by your hitting rewind on your life, right? And also, then you would fall into the dilemma of no longer seeing your story like be told as you're living it. You know what I mean? You could rewrite your entire life if you decided to hit rewind, if you had that magical or hypothetical magical ability, right? So if you decided to hit rewind on life, that might imply that you weren't happy with your life and unappreciative of everything that you've already done to get you to that point. Would you rather be trapped in an endless library that held all the secrets to life's mysteries and the finest foods, but you can never leave, or be on the largest luxury ship, but never touch land? Good to see you too, Brent. Let me think about this for a second, though. Trapped in a library with every single secret known to man, with the finest foods, but you can never leave, or be on the largest luxury ship but can never touch land. That's a tough one. I think I would take the cruise ship. As long as I know that it's going to be safe. Like, the cruise ship's not going to break down. Because I've seen that. I don't know if anybody's seen that documentary. It's on Netflix. It's called Poop Cruise. I'm pausing for laughter. Poop Cruise. That's right, guys. And it's about a ship that the engine broke down. There was like a fire or something. And the toilets didn't work. And so everybody had to poop at the same time. And the toilets wouldn't flush. So they ran out of flushing toilets. They didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? We've all seen the Titanic. Yeah, the Titanic was a fictional reenactment of a non-fictional event, right? Life's mysteries, our history has been covered up. You could know it all. Well, you know what I've heard, guys, and this is just what I heard. I'm not saying this is a fact or this is true. I'm just saying I've heard this spoken before. I've heard, and again, I'm not saying I believe this personally or that you should too or that this is a fact, but I have heard that in the basement of the Vatican, where the Pope lives, is a library that has all the books that were written like before the Roman Crusades or whatever. Like they're like all the ancient books, and they have secret books down there or something. And giant's bones. Yes, of course. Basement of the Vatican. Look it up, guys. That's something you'd talk about on this channel. No class. No class of what? A giant's bones. Would you rather be recognized for your intelligence or kindness? I think intelligence. And the reason why is because I think to truly be kind, you don't need recognition for kindness, though. Because when I think of recognition, right? I think of... Wait, now I'm rethinking it, though. I'm rethinking it. Let me think about this hard. Because I was going to say, I was thinking recognition, like some sort of award or something, right? Like I was thinking like an award for kindness. There's no such thing, right? But then again, there's people in life that people are like, well, you know, this guy was recognized for such acts as being such a kind person. Oh, the human excrement part. Yeah, you're right, Brandy. We were talking about the poop cruise. This was a real thing that happened. There was a ship that was sailing around, and a bunch of humans had to defecate into red bags because they ran out of toilet paper. Will you be recognized for your hockey card collection? No, honestly, guys, I used to have a huge, big tin of hockey cards, but long story, I don't have it anymore. Kindness reaches the areas that intelligence doesn't, because not everyone is intelligent. Down syndrome people are the nicest, so intelligence doesn't. Yeah, it's that one's a really tough question, because at first I was leaning intelligence because I was thinking if you're truly a kind person, you don't need recognition for it, right? But then again, I thought about what do you mean by recognition? And my mind went to some place like, imagine somebody who is so kind and so just such a kind person that eventually their name is like synonymous with kindness. That's recognition, right? So the person I think of is Mr. Rogers. That's who I think of first. I keep reporting this channel, but I'm sad to see it's still up. Brandy, I'm going to report you next. What's the best advice you've heard and received? Not Jesus. Jesus, I think, would probably be a very recognizable person that would have be recognized for kindness or whatever, I guess. What's your deal, Brandy? Weirdo. Yes. He was Canadian. Who was Canadian? Oh, Mr. Rogers? Was he really? Damn. See, he was one of the kindest, right? Um, but yeah, like intelligence, you could. I think here's the thing. I think it's easier to be recognized for your intelligence because think of how many people you could think of when you say who's recognized for their intelligence. Off the top of your head, you could probably name like 100 people right away. You know, Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Stephen Hawking. Who else? Niels Bohr. Uh, a bunch of these smart guys or whatever, right? Scientists, intelligence people or whatever, right? And then but then how many people can you think of when you say who can you think of that's a really kind person? You know what I mean? Like who comes to mind? If I said think of the kindest person you know, it's usually like people will say like my grandpa or my dad or something or whatever, you know, my mom. You know, it's usually somebody personal to them because it's hard to become recognizable for your kindness because you'd have to be so kind. You'd have to display the kindness in a certain way that was recognizable to the masses. Because otherwise, when you think of kind people, you can't think of like synonymously kind people. It's really hard to think of synonymously kind people. Even the people who are like fake kind, and what I mean by fake kind is like they put up a really like kind and gentle front for the media. There's always like some dark secret behind them. And I shouldn't say always, but a lot of the times, like they'll be like bad stories about like Brandy seems kind. Yeah, Brandy is one of the kindest people I've ever met. She's always trying to like hold people accountable, and make them feel like they should be unwelcomed or whatever. Um, but yeah, there's not many people that are recognized as the kindest kind. In this day and age, not many kind people. See, she's such a fine wine. Yeah, exactly. You just have to keep aging her over and over. Um, but yeah, let me think of somebody else. Who's Brandy? Brandy's the one in the chat that always yells at me. Hello, Radashaka Jaral. Brandy, thank you so much for reporting the channel. They're very kind of you. I don't think she actually reported the channel, guys. If she did, like that's actually messed up. I haven't done anything wrong, guys. You can go back. You can check the chat log. There's nothing wrong with what I said. I didn't say anything disrespectful or whatever. I did talk about the Poop Cruise movie, but I didn't say anything vile about it. I'm from England, my man. Oh, nice. Welcome from England. I had a guy from Scotland on here earlier. I don't know if he's still on here. His name was, let me go back and check. His name was Fraser Brown. Do you know him? Do you know Fraser Brown, Red Rack? I try to be kind. It's the best anyone could ask of anyone, honestly. Yeah, exactly. That's why I flipped my answer. Originally, I said intelligence because I wasn't thinking of the question properly. Because in my head, my head first went to recognition, like prizes, like Nobel Prize, a recognition for your contribution to science or whatever. So E-Town storms back tonight, and the Flames continuing their shellackings. Honestly, guys, I didn't even watch the Flames game tonight. I didn't even turn it on. I never even laid eyes upon the screen today for the Calgary Flames. That's how upset I am with my team right now. They've lost 4 in a row, and the last 3 in a row have been by large margins, 4-1 or 5-1. Like, they're just done for, guys. They're so bad. So over them right now. To truly be intelligent, one must be kind. I'm an international student in UK from India. I come to Coventry, England in September 2025. Well, welcome, Rudash. Am I saying that right? Rudaksh? Is it Rudaksh? Or Rudraksh? Winnipeg now have lost 11 in a row. Okay, yeah, but to counter that point, Bridger. Good point. But just to counter, just to play devil's advocate, why would somebody have to be kind to be truly intelligent? What if somebody was truly intelligent but innately evil and they had a terrible outlook on society and relationships, but they were really smart? Could that not be true? How often do they play a season, and how long are the seasons usually? By the way, are you talking about NHL? Yeah. We were talking about Calgary Flames NHL season. They play from like October to June pretty much. It's a choice, to be honest. Anyone can be an asshole. Yeah, it's true. I've heard this before. Opinions. Our opinions are like assholes. You know, we all got one, but nobody wants to see it or smell it or whatever. Then you're short-sighted and you're self-consuming. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Would that not make you... If, let's say a guy was like truly intelligent, he was really smart, he can score the best scores on SATs or whatever, or IQ tests or whatever, but he was just a dick, wouldn't that mean that he's truly intelligent but not... To be truly intelligent, one must be seen as insane. Oh my god. Why? I find Brits so private and reserved. Man, life is depressing here. I had a plan to go to America, but I got rejected. Aw, man. That sucks. That's okay. You'll figure it out, bro. Guess what? The winter's almost over. The days are going to start getting longer, and the sun will come out more. And everybody will be a little bit more cheerful in jolly old England. Dang, Dan's right, too. Most of the smartest people were looked at as crazy at first. Well, I've heard of some really, really crazy stories about some of the most intelligent people in history. Like, for example, the guy that I mentioned earlier, Nikola Tesla. Supposedly he invented like all this crazy technology or whatever, but he didn't make any money because he was like too crazy or something. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that before. But they're very polite, even when they abuse. They say it in a polite way. Well, why would they abuse you though, bro? To counter your devil's advocate, do you know anyone who is known for their intelligence who are crazy rude? Knowing everything and knowing nothing is the same thing once people realize that it makes them seem insane. Well, somebody who's known for their intelligence who are crazy rude. What about Elon Musk? Isn't he known as a really, really smart guy, but isn't he kind of crazy rude? Like, maybe not necessarily rude, but I don't think he's known as a kind person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's kind, right? I'm not saying that he's a terrible person or anything like that. I don't know, but I mean, he kind of seems like it from his personal, from what I know about his personal life or whatever. I'm just saying, man, it's their tone and what feels like it. Fair enough. What's your opinion on black people? I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on a race of people. Like that would be so weird if somebody had an opinion on an entire race of people. I've never thought about having an opinion on black people or white people or brown people or any type of people. He paused? I did not pause. I'm still right here. Unless did my stream freeze? Have you ever visited England? No, I have not. That's a stretch though, because Elon looks and seems like a jerk, but everyone who knows or works for him said anything bad. Elon is difficult to say because he's too controversial. True, but Bridger, is he not known, like, to some people, is he not known as like an asshole type guy? Like a bad guy, you know what I mean? I've been good, Mohammed. How have you been, brother? People who work for him have lots of bad things to say. That's not even true. Jean-Jacques Rousseau was also a dick in real life, but a highly intelligent thinker. Gotta say, man, these days I dislike mostly everyone, regardless of race. That's his enemies. Elon could buy your family. Elon Musk is unpredictable guy. He stopped and thought about it. Well, of course I'm going to stop and think about it. If you throw me any question, I think about them, guys. That's one thing. I take everything very literally. If you guys ask me a question, I think about it. I intelligence it. I think about it first. Before I decide what I'm going to say, I quickly do some calculations about what to say in my head, and then I think about it. You know what I mean? Maybe whack, but everyone that I've met that worked for Tesla loved and loves it. Go Bruins. I know several people who know him and have nothing bad to say about him, but the news says otherwise. Well, I'm just judging on some of the things that he's said publicly or did publicly that may not come across as kind. What is a character trait that you think you need to improve on? A character trait that I need to improve on. Let me think. Maybe defensiveness. Like being defensive about criticisms. What do you think about Modi and Donald Trump as political views? I mean, who's Modi? I literally don't even know who Modi is. Or is that supposed to say media? Was that a typo, or am I insane right here? Amazing job hitting your goal. Your success is a result of your kindness and hard work. Keep pushing forward. Stay focused on your vision and don't give up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you so much, Parth Jarvis. I really appreciate that. PM of India. India Prime Minister. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Bridger kinda has a point. If you truly become intelligent, you begin to understand how pointless most things are, and being kind and being filled with love are some of the only things that matter. Constructive criticism or hateful criticism? Hateful criticism, I'm very good, I think, at defending and deflecting, because I can recognize the difference. I can tell when something's just being hateful and it's a criticism, and so it doesn't actually affect me. I'm talking about constructive criticism. I can get defensive about. So if I know that there's actually something wrong with me, like there's a real problem, and somebody digs at me in a way, then I need to work on having a proper response to that. You watch football? No, I watch hockey. Hi. Bro, are you happy with the rule of Donald Trump? Not if you want to get S done, Dan. No, I'm not really happy with him. What? Do you want to come say hi? What are you doing? Guys, look at this. We have an appearance by the great and powerful Zara. And why does she have yellow face paint on? She can't talk, I don't think. It's a mask. It's a mask. Oh, for like face. How did it get here so fast? I thought you just ordered it. She literally ordered from Amazon like an hour ago, and they popped up with it. Oh my goodness. Oh, she made it. What did you make it out of? Like mustard and ketchup and stuff? Oh my god, I'm missing the chat. How do you identify today, Zara? What do you say about the Venezuela incident? I think the Venezuela incident sets a really, really bad precedent, guys. Personally, I find it dangerous, because even if the Maduro guy was a bad dictator guy or whatever, like if he was a bad guy, I understand, there's bad people, there's bad politicians, and there's dictators and whatnot, right? But the US is not the world police. They have no right to just go to another person's country and take their leader. Like, you know what I mean? It sets a really bad precedent because guess what, guys? What if China showed up next month and they kidnapped Donald Trump and took him back to China? How would you guys feel if they did that to your leader? You know what I mean? Nobody would be stop it. Sorry's like tickling me. And she can't move her face. She's stuck. Right? Right? So anyways, I think the Venezuelan Maduro thing is a terrible precedent to be set by the U.S. I don't think they should have done that. They did the same type of shit back in the 90s with a bunch of Middle Eastern countries. They went to other countries. They basically just messed up their... She can't move. She's trying to not laugh at Jesus. She can't move her face, guys, or else the bird mask doesn't work. Or else her bird mask doesn't work.
Stop.
She's not allowed to laugh. Yeah.
Stop. You're gonna ruin my results.
She can't move. Yeah. But yeah, like all I'm saying, guys, is I don't think that the U.S. government had the right to just walk into Venezuela and take their president. Like that shouldn't be allowed, guys. You know what I mean? Like, how is that fair? What if the U.S. walked in and they took Carney? You know what I mean? How would you feel if they just walked into the frickin' Parliament building and they kidnapped Mark Carney? Now, I know a lot of Canadians would probably be kind of like, nice, thanks, bud. Thanks for getting rid of that guy, right? I'm sure a lot of people would probably say that. But, like, you can't just go around snatching other countries' presidents. You know what I mean? They can't just do that, guys. Broski ruined that headband. They do whatever they want. Yeah, she looks beautiful. Hey, you should totally check out my music on Spotify or any other major stream platform under Exile Best Songs is Speechless. Okay, I might check it out. I actually like checking out new music. You should... I'm not going to read that one. Pelican Poo is the best. They get heaps more in one application. That's true, because they have big mouths. They swallow their whole fish whole, right? You're showing up on my algorithm all from you to your wife, your sister. Hey, Zara, anything on the Habs? What do you think? The Habs are a wagon this year, guys. They've got such a strong team. They got Hudson, they got Demidov, they got Caulfield, Suzuki. Such a strong
You want to do
team.
this face mask?
I'm good. What is it, though? Tell me what it's made
It's
of.
bird shit.
You're so funny.
Creatine.
No, it's not. I think it's unfair
It's
for
really
me.
good for your face that I can't move.
I'm the last to be picked for everything. Trump kidnapped a dictator before hanging out with me. You guys are really cool, peeps. Good morning. Coolest family. Do you think Obama was far vested leader than Trump? Or what are your opinions? What do you mean by far vested? Into the flood again.
It's a protein mask. I don't like you have veins.
Just tell him it's a protein.
You want to
mask.
do it? Should I bring it down?
Oh yeah, Dad is always getting on my case about the protein now. He's like, because I was like, I've never heard of oyster mushrooms. He's like, oh, you never heard of oyster mushrooms, but you go into the store, get anything with grams of protein in it. What do you think of the Habs of Oilers final? I don't think that's gonna happen. The Oilers are done for. They're not gonna make it back to the finals this year, guys. Guys, who keeps retracting messages? I mean, who's a better leader? Obama or Trump? I'd say Obama. I don't think Trump should have ever gotten in office, guys. He's a very good businessman. I'll give him that. He's a very captivating and very like prolific speech giver. He gives really good speeches. He's very funny. He's very persuasive, but he didn't have the right type of decorum to become a politician, because he basically makes it's just a bad look. It makes America look like a laughingstock when they see a clown like that as their leader. Trump dink. He going to get us all killed. Yeah, exactly. Willow Master knows. Trump dink. He whopper. He gonna get us all killed. They both read off a teleprompter. Jaundiced face is racist. Because it's yellow. That's not true. We're just ordinary people. Nobody cares what we think. Me too. I haven't showered in 2 weeks and now working on my throat exercises so AI won't take my job. Good thinking, bro. Chinese. Me too. I already read that one. Trump. Listen, I'm not even one of these people that hates everything about Trump and can't stand him and only talk shit about him. I'm not even one of those people, guys. Like this guy, fuck Trump, you know? I'm not a just fuck Trump no matter what type of person. I can actually see some of the good things that he's done, and I can speak of his accomplishments and his like good traits.
Double tap that screen.
Trump totally the man and foolish. Racist, he is garbage. Obama had the conduct of a proper leader, but I think he was more of a snake. At least Trump straight up front. Obama's serious situation was a total mess and heavily affected European politics. I agree, yeah. Obama was a puppet, just like all the other politicians and all the other ones before him were. He was a true, straight up puppet. But he spoke with class and dignity, and he also, at least he played the game before to get into office, whereas Trump kind of circumvented the whole situation. And I know some people actually like that because they say, oh, we don't need another career politician to be the president. We need somebody who is completely outside the system that has never been involved before. But the problem with that, guys, is that means that Trump, once he's in, he's got even less control over what happens to the country. Yeah, I sent it the same time as he said it, lady. We are screwed. It's a conversation we've had for so many years. Now that I'm desperate to get away from it. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't like talking politics anyways, guys. Trump and Epstein were butt buddies. Yeah, I heard that Trump gave oral sex to former President Bill Clinton. I heard that. It could be true, could be not true. I don't know. I haven't seen the pictures yet. I heard that Trump is also jacked and he lifts and he can shoot laser beams out of his eyes. If you weren't here for that part, you might not know what I'm talking about. The entire government is kind of suck. Biden was a fucking terrible, but he doesn't get as much blind hate as Trump. This is not an endorsement for Trump. Yeah, I agree. Biden was also terrible. Biden was probably the worst president in the history of presidents, actually. Obama was a warmonger, completely destroyed the Middle East on the behalf of Israel, but he talked proper. Of course, I believe that too. Yeah, when Obama was in control, you know, he dropped a bunch of bombs all over the Middle East with drones. How long do you guys recommend staying in Peru for? Probably like at least 2 or 3 weeks. Are you trying to turn this off? I gave oral sex to Bill Clinton back when I was an intern. Oh, nice. Good for you. All the suits must go. Fair enough. Yeah, we need an overhaul of the entire government, guys. Entire government. The good, the bad, and the everything else in between. He kind of didn't have a choice, so they would have impeached Obama if he didn't drop bombs. Yeah, see, I don't know enough about it, to be honest, guys. I just know that Obama is also, he has a very, very dark past of what he did, like when he was in control. That was very, very, very well hidden. Like most, like, common people that don't look deeper into anything, they don't know that, and they think of Obama as just this really great guy that spoke well and was a great president and didn't do anything wrong because he wasn't embroiled in any controversies while he was in office. You know, no affairs, no controversies. No, the only thing that was ever brought upon him was the fake birth certificate story where they couldn't find his birth certificate because supposedly he was born in Hawaii. That was the only bad stuff they had to say about him, right? But the truth is, when he was in power, the stats, you can actually look it up, they killed more people in other countries with drones than any of the other presidents before him. But that was just the way that the political army was kind of going at the time. So I don't think it's just his fault in like particular. It's not like Obama was, as soon as he got into power, he was like, okay, now let's drop bombs on everybody else. You know what I mean? I don't think he thought like that, you know? Obama killed so many people with drones. Yes, he did, yes. While he was in power. How was Raekwon? I don't know any know Raekwons. I know I know some people who have a similar name. Donald Trump respect button. Put some respect on Donald's name.
Touch
What
my face. Touch my forehead.
you want me to touch it? 20 grams of protein in that one lick. Justin Bieber. I'm glad we agree on something. Oh, thanks, Brandy. I finally got Brandy along the lines for something. Who started YouTube? You or Zara? Zara started YouTube. Mustard. Yeah, it's mustard. Mustard and bird poop. Yeah. What was I gonna say though? Oh yeah, the bloodlines. Did you guys ever hear about the bloodlines? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? All the presidents, every single one of them, except for Trump and the guy, I forget his name. It starts with Vaughn. It's like something Vaughn, something Thomas Vaughn, whatever. They all have a common ancestor.
Then.
You can go back
Period.
and look at their family trees. They all have a particular bloodline. They're all from the same family. Every single one of the presidents have a common ancestor. Not King Vaughn. What's his name? Stop. Van. It was Van Buren, I think his name is. Martin Van Buren. Yeah, Martin Van Buren. I'll look it up. Common ancestor presidents. Okay, guys, here I got it right here. This is Copilot search. This is from AI. I'm gonna read you guys the thing.
It's turmeric, yeah.
All U.S. presidents,
Turmeric,
except
yeah.
Martin Van Buren, are believed to share a common ancestor. King John of England. King John of England, a remarkable discovery made by a young genealogist, Bridgedan de Avignon, revealed that 42 out of 43 U.S. presidents are directly descended from King John, who ruled from 1199 to 1216, and is known for signing the Magna Carta in 1215. This connection established through extensive genealogy research that involved analyzing over 500,000 names. Can you guys believe that? Every single one, from Washington all the way into Trump. Although I thought Trump wasn't part of it either. Clinton is mostly to blame for the illegal, what does that say? Illegal immigrant population. Clinton strengthened the border and made it harder for circular illegal immigration. Mexicans used to stay for months and then leave. Obama was the first black president. Yes, and guess what? He's a descendant of King John of England. How was your minion get called, buddy? This is my minion Zara. She likes bananas. That's a crazy fact. Search for Google MS what? MS Noni, best character in the world. Don't lie, you'd be scared if you woke up like that, Mass Bro. Yeah. What is the I'm gonna read that. Oompa Loompa in the house. The care of human life and happiness is not their destruction. I only legitimize the object of the government. Thomas Jefferson, letter of the Maryland Republics. Hockey, who are you? Obama saved the transgender movement. They introduced crack to black neighborhoods in the 80s, and it's more evil. Do you think there'll be a woman president? Probably one day, yeah. Hey girl, you know there's a type of sand that is good for skin, and it's called the Multani Midi in India. It's very good. You should try it. This. What's on your face? She had a turmeric mask that is good for skin. Tough men and much banana minions. Do you let your hand stop when your knee grows? You watch cricket? No, I've never watched cricket. Obama ain't black. He's a Carlton. Black is just a skin color. Yeah, but yeah, I'm going to get into something even more crazy, guys. I'm about to say something that's very, very insane that has to do with the bloodlines thing, right? Besides the King John of England thing. That's just one piece of the puzzle, but there's a myth or a theory or a hypothesis or whatever you want to call it that goes back to ancient times, even before King John of England, back to the beginning of times, where supposedly there is two types of people. There's regular Homo sapiens, like humans, like the warm-blooded, you know, um, do you just read everything everyone posts? No, yeah, no, that'd be impossible. I couldn't read everybody's posts. There's like a billion people on Earth. I wouldn't be able to read everything, right? But anyways, yeah, there's two types of humans. There's the regular humans, like human sapiens, Homo sapiens or whatever, right? That are actual like full-blooded, primates or whatever. And then there's reptilians, like serpent bloodlines. There's 8 billion people, bruh. What did I say? Did I say 8 or no or 9? Besides, who's counting all the people? Are you Iraqi? No, I'm Canadian. And then there's Jewish. No, I don't think that's how it works. Oh shit, I heard the elite are reptilian. Yeah, exactly. And you see, you might not believe it, guys. You might not believe it, right? But if you go deep into the inner sanctum of the elite, right? They believe it. They believe it. The Queen of England, she believes it. You know what I mean? The Illuminati. I agree. I don't think there is that many people. Read. Hop on the ODR today, old bud. Oh, I wish, bro. There's no ODR out here because it's too warm. Pretty sure my neighbor is a reptile. Do you believe that there is a more dominant species that exists, which we don't know about, more powerful than humans? So we're snake people or ape people? Hockey, do you love Netanyahu, PM of Israel? No, I don't love him. Wow, you might need a carbon monoxide detector just to be safe. Maybe, yeah. I believe it's because it's been said way too much. My question wasn't important enough. Hey, I missed your question. What did you say again, Jake? Repeat the question. I might not have seen it, bro. My mother-in-law is a reptile. Damn, that's scary to think, but yeah, where's Jake? Oh, okay. I thought Jake got deleted. Yeah, so guys, listen. I know it's an insane, crazy theory or whatever that I just said, but there's allusions to what I'm talking about all over the world. If you look in the history, right, of all the different ancient cultures, right, they always have like a serpent-like entity or being that is part of their mythology. For example, the old ancient stories of China always has the flying dragon, right? The people of, if you go back, you look at the pyramids that are built in Mexico, like in Tiahuacan and Tulum and those types of places, they have these serpent-like statues or whatever. There's also a dragon on the flag of Wales or whatever. We love our black brothers. No naughty slang words. Oh, I didn't see it. My dad transformed into a pig yesterday and fed me pork. That sounds made up. In the Vedas. Yeah, the Vedas, yeah. That's true. Probably jinns or extinct species. Yeah, exactly. Jinns. Demons, right? Devils or demons or jinns, right? Even in the story of the Bible, guys, you know that the first people, according to the Bible, was Adam and Eve, right? And those were real people. Those were like real humans, right? And then what happened in that story? Eve got tempted by what? Who tempted Eve with the secret apple that she wasn't allowed to eat, guys? Who remembers? It was a snake, right? A snake being. There is a reason why secret societies exist and have knowledge, and this isn't available to us, and are born to be human cattle while they profit from our existence. You look poor. I think he's skipping it on purpose. What is your question, bro? I missed it. I swear I missed it. I'm trying to go back. I can't see it. I'm not skipping it on purpose. Oh, have I ever dealt with anxiety? And if so, how did I combat it? Is that what the question was? Don't fear the snake, fear the jaguar and the owl. Oh my God, this is getting too heady for me. Help, I need your assistance. I have diarrhea running down my leg from a shark gone bad. Can you help wipe it for me? I have no arms. I can't because I'm speaking to you virtually through a phone. I don't astro project my physical being. You're going to have to figure that one out on your own. Anxiety solution, I got one for you guys. It's called breathing. You got to breathe. You got to breathe a lot. I have had anxiety before, and I use breathing techniques to fix it. Breathing and self-talk, internal dialogue. So if you're ever feeling really anxious for a reason, or even if it's no reason, like you can't figure out the reason, try to figure out the reason. So for example, let's say you're anxious about something bad, right? Like you have a bad feeling in your heart and you're anxious. You feel tight, and you're like, "Oh, I feel so anxious. I have anxiety because something bad is going to happen, And it's something bad's going to happen. Like for example, you did something that is going to upset your loved one. You know what I mean? Just for example, think about the consequences of that and breathe really slowly and deeply and self-talk yourself. Talk to your own brain. You might even speak it out loud if you're like not in public so you don't look crazy. But just say everything's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to think of a solution. And then just think of the solution as you go. I'm not ashamed to express my feelings. I've been depressed, fam, but you content creators help me out a lot. Oh, that's pretty sweet, bro. I'm happy to do that. Most of the stuff I talk about, guys, it's just a little it's just for fun. I'm just joking around like 99% of the time, guys. Don't take anything I say too seriously because I'm not a professional, like I'm not a guru or a professional psychologist or whatever. I'm nothing to do with that. I get anxiety when I see red and blue lights behind me. See, like that's a joke, and I get that. That's a funny joke. I get that one. I'm not a therapist. Yeah, Lemo really said, "Have you tried not worrying about it?" Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like just breathe heavy and then think about what you did and how you could just not worry about it. Cop stressed me out. Anyone out? Yes, I made him laugh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. That's what we are here for, fam. The boys have the banter. Yeah, I know. It's actually so much fun when people have really interesting questions and concerns for me, you know what I mean? Easier said than done. I'm not trying to sound like a little biatch, and I know we have all had something, but when it's messing with your today life, it kind of sucks. I get anxiety when I hear we ain't from 63rd. I don't really get that one. We ain't from 63rd. I don't really get it. Mental lives matter. Good one, Zara. MLM. Hockey. Why am I not think about future? I am 20s. You know, that's a really great question, Mohammed, and I'm glad you asked it. Why are you not thinking about the future when you're in your early 20s? Probably because you're living life in the moment, and that's a good thing. The best feelings that you can get is when you're actually in the moment and you're not stressed out by the anxiety that is really like weighing you down. You know what I mean? I had a pretty bad anxiety quitting Red Bull. Did you quit Red Bull, Bridger? I noticed you took it out of your name. Your name used to be Bridger Red Bull or whatever. Take a picture of your neck. Of my neck? I shaved my neck today, guys. Thanks for being a genuine and not an angry person, man. Good vibes. Oh, you're welcome, bro. Cool fit, fam. Plaid is real gangster wear. Yeah, this jacket, my wife bought it for me. And the reason I'm wearing it is because right now I'm sitting in the I'm sitting in the old extra basement dungeon room that we have, which is just a tiny little room that has a treadmill in it, and it's basically attached to an outdoor garage, and it's freezing down here, guys. Like, it's actually so cold. I'm not even gonna lie, I have a space heater on my legs, and I'm wearing a winter jacket indoors because it's so cold. Yeah, it's basically a man cave. But you guys have seen, I used to do the treadmill lives in here. In fact, even Zara used to do treadmill lives in here before. We have our little tiny walking pad. I'll show it to you guys. Look. Boom. Walking pad. There it is. It's not even plugged in right now. Nobody's using it. My wife, wonder who that is. Picked out nicely. My wife is Zara. Big guy, big guy, big guy. Please listen to me. Sorry, I missed your question, Husi. I don't understand English, bro. Please speak Turkish. I don't understand you. I actually saw a really funny video once of a guy speaking Turkish. Or was it Turkish? I can't remember. But the caption said, why does it why does it sound like a guy? Why does it sound like a diesel engine trying to start up in the winter? Don't tell him. I guess it was only myself to worry about my anxiety. I wouldn't be so bad, but I worry about everyone around me and what they are going through. You right now, and a lot of people struggling. I was here when the Matrix hid the remote battery from me. Oh yeah, guys, that was actually crazy. I dropped the battery and it fell inside of the phone stand, and it was literally hiding inside of the phone stand. You have any pickles near the docks? I don't even understand that question. I also had to clean my online presence for work. Oh, I see. Yeah, like I've heard of that before. I honestly, like, even to be completely transparent and fair with everybody here, even Zara and I have had to think about our online footprints here and there, depending on our work situations. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things that you don't want to do or say online that could make you feel that could like ruin your reputation somehow. Jake, remember God often, it gives you peace. I work in finance. Yes, Rain, I'm pretty more. That's why I deleted my OF. Oops. That's crazy, Sigma. I get a lot of hate for myself because of things in my life that I've screwed up on. Honestly, working on it. Yeah, no, I feel ya. I hear ya, bro. It happens to the best of us, you know. I get anxiety too, guys. I do. I get stressed out about when there's too much things happening. Like when I have all kinds of different things happening, like stuff that's out of my control, things that are when it's a lot of like changing environments and different situations that come up all at once, that gives me anxiety a lot of the times. And I deal with it just by, like I said, like by breathing and thinking of solutions. There's a certain things that happen offline, like the gym on some coals. The gym honestly helps me relieve my anxiety. Going for a run actually helps my anxiety. I can't even believe I didn't even think about that, guys. Sometimes, especially when it's one of those ones where it's not extreme anxiety, like I'm not like running into the closet and like shutting the door and crying. Like obviously, like that's a extreme version of like anxiety or something, right? It's more of just like that feeling you might get, right? But like if you have that, then you could just go for a run. You come back, you feel fine. Regulation means nothing because that's attachment to things. Buddha, probably. I don't worry about it because I don't do wild stuff on YouTube. No social media. And that's usually where people mess up. Yeah, that's fair. Hi, Zara. Yeah, people can definitely mess up if they go too buck wild on YouTube and social media and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't. I'm not too worried about it. It doesn't really because I don't say too much like crazy stuff. I'm not too worried about it. And like crazy stuff, I hate to say the word crazy. Even some people take the word crazy out of context and say it's insensitive or something like that. I shouldn't even say that. I should just say, you know, out of pocket stuff, you know? My wife is honestly my biggest coping mechanism. That's good. That's honestly good. That's what your relationship should be for, to be honest. If you can't confide in your partner or use your partner to help you deal with your problems, then uh, you like all I can say is that that's a good thing. That means you have a good relationship. Then I've seen people get fired for having a drink on their Instagram, even though it's not illegal. Just follow the footsteps of Kanye. Why does my anxiety act like it has a meeting scheduled for problems that don't exist yet? That's a good quote. I failed to protect things that I love with every fiber of my being. Most of my stress and anxiety comes from my own failure. Well, that makes sense, right? Bridget, definitely not my teen daughter. Just wait till your wife smells like menopause. I'm not gonna go there, bro. That's such a weird thing to say. Hockey, do you meditate? No, I'll be completely honest. No, I've tried meditation before. Like I've done like some YouTube videos where you watch a guided meditation and you sit there and you do one. Or I've done some yoga classes where they like get you to meditate at the end of the yoga class. I've done a few of those, but I've never. I shouldn't say never, but I very rarely meditate like on my own volition. You know, I don't really like do that, you know? If you really love your wife, you'll want her to smell like menopause at age 60. Just do the Buddhist way, man. If you've sat in silence for 3 minutes, you've meditated, lol. My bad. I guess, I mean, the closest thing I could say to the meditation that I do is sometimes I will go hiking in the forest, up a mountain or something like that, in some quiet, isolated place that's in nature, though, and just listen and hear the sounds of, you know, nature, like the birds and the, you know, the wind, whatever else you can hear out there. And I find that to be very, very meditative. Do I hate? No, I don't hate. There's no room for hate in my heart, guys. Yeah, I basically sometimes will just listen to yeah, like listen to the sound of nature and meditate, but um in that way. Like I'm not actively meditating. I'm not sitting down and like, you know, doing the thing where you like try to purposely shut off your mind. I probably should, to be honest. I probably could. I probably could use it. To be honest, people nowadays, I find their attention spans are so short, including my own. Like, I'm not even saying I'm above this or whatever. You know, I'm not just criticizing people in society and without considering myself to be part of it. I think most people have a very, 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 very short attention span. And they do feel uncomfortable in the sound of silence nowadays. Like, for example, if I do go out, I always have my little aftershocks on, and I'm just constantly listening to something, whether it's a podcast or music or whatever, because I'm so used to the stimulation. I'm so used to having something playing that when there's silence, it feels awkward to me now. So I'm very much guilty of it myself. I know not all people are like this, but I think a lot of people are so guilty of this that they walk around with their earbuds in all the time because they can't just be alone with their thoughts for a bit. Man, is it ever tough? I got a 19-year-old stepdaughter and a 14-year-old daughter. Oh wow, I'm going to leave it at that. Dang, you seem pretty relaxed as a person and conscious. You're a chill person, man, and very wise. I just want to ask, why do they have to fight in a hockey match? Watching you and your fam is meditation. Besides that, I'm always working. Meditation is best. But lately, my demons haven't allowed me a moment of quiet truth. To be told my own mind has scared me lately. Dan, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. That's, you got to just keep working on it. You know what I mean? Where, where are you hockey vids? Where are me hockey vids? They're on my channel. HockeyTikTockey. I just made a new one today, guys. It's the it's the roster of the Canadian imagine Team Canada had like a secondary team, right? If they went to the Olympics, except they think they should injure themselves at every moment. Jesus died for all our sins and came back to life. We saved by faith by Jesus. Jesus loves you. John 3:16. Want to get? I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna read that one. Get pegged, son. 303. I'm gonna have to decline your offer. That's all I can do, brother. Sorry to trauma dump on you like that, fam. It's all good, bro. Just keep your spirits up. What's the best socks for hockey players? The best socks are the ones that I think are really good, like to wear inside of your skate, are like skiing socks, like wool ski socks. Have you ever threw hands in an actual hockey match? No. The reason to answer the guy's question about why do the hockey players have to fight, it's to show passion. You know, it's a tradition and it's a passion because the game is so rough and there's so much heart and emotion in the game of hockey that the fighting is to show passion for your team and how much you're willing to put on the line for them. So it was born out of a tradition where that would happen in the old days, like way back when there was real tough guys playing these matches, these hockey matches, right? And that evolved in the 70s and the 80s, before I was even born. It evolved to a form of protectionism because the game was so rough, because they're playing with big wooden sticks and it's a contact sport. You're allowed to hit and smash into each other, right? That really skilled players would sometimes get injured because of other teams taking liberties on them by hitting them with their sticks and doing illegal moves, like illegal hockey moves to them, like such as like slashing a guy in his wrists or in his feet or in his skates with a stick, right? So out of that era of hockey, the role of the enforcer was born, and the enforcer would be a hockey player who would not necessarily be the most skilled at playing the game of hockey, i.e., putting the puck in the net or advancing the play towards putting the puck in the net, but he would have the ability to fight and defend the star player. So, for example, I'll tell you guys about the greatest hockey player of all time. His name was Wayne Gretzky. He played in an era when the enforcer was a big part of hockey. So what would happen was the skilled player, Wayne Gretzky, would go out there and he would shoot and score goals. He would pass, shoot, and score, right? And the enforcer would be there to protect him so that he doesn't have to fight his own battles. And then the fighting part of the game became sort of like a sideshow, a spectacle, you know, to show like if you're going to actually try and hurt my star player, I'm going to stick up for him. By the very next shift, that later on in the game, I'm going to punch you in the face. That's kind of where the hockey fighting came from. Hey, Zara, I see you saying hi. The dentist just trying to make money at a hockey game. The fights are the only reason I'd ever watch hockey. Honestly, it looks like the funnest part. Yeah, exactly. Now, to be honest, guys, fast forward to the year 2026, like the stuff I was talking about, the enforcers, they're no longer a part of the game, really. The days of the enforcer are kind of done. There's no longer players employed by the NHL that are strictly there to fight. For the most part, the ones who fight now are for part of the entertainment, for part of the hype of the game, because of the tradition. So sometimes in a game, there'll be a situation where one team is losing maybe by a goal or two, right? And they're in front of their home crowd, you know, and they need a spark. They call it a spark to like ignite the team, to get their passion up, to get them to try and like play harder so that they can get the, you know, get the puck back, get the score back in their favor, right? So they'll send out a guy who is not necessarily an enforcer anymore, but he knows how to fight, to challenge another player on the other team, fight him right there on the ice, beat him up. Everybody gets excited. All the crowd gets ignited. Everybody starts cheering louder, and they get more excited for this game now because they just saw a fight right there on the ice. All the guys get excited and like hyped for that brutal act of violence that they just witnessed, that they then go out there and they try harder in their next shift. They try even harder to impose their will against their opponent because of the passion and the fierce attitude that was shown by the fighter. So that's why they fight in hockey. What's wrong with Jesper Bratt and Nico Heischer? I think they're just not having a good year. I used to like the NHL on the Sega one of the best games. Good night, Dan, CJ. Good night. Oh, good night, Bridger. Have a good night. Bob Probert was my fave. Watch his documentary. The guy was a legend. I don't think I've seen the Bob Probert documentary. I read a book. It was actually kind of a really sad book, to be honest. I forget what it was called. Oh my god, it's been so long. The book was called fuck. I'm gonna look it up, guys. I'll tell you what it was called. It was about the guy. He played for New York Rangers. Trying to look it up here, guys. I told your wife her sister. I'm not going to read that one. That's just mean. Flames need some assets for Anderson if they trade him. Who the fuck is Charlie Craig? I don't know why I read that. I read that in Conor McGregor's voice. I gotta go back and read. Diddy will return in Avengers Doomsday. Probert, he's from my hometown. Cops would find him and fucked up on the streets, all coked out. Damn. Ankara Messi. Yeah, I'm trying to find the name of this book, guys. Oh, I think it was his name. Now I'm trying to remember now. I think his name was Bugard. Yes, I found it. It's called Boy on Ice. It was the life and death of Derek Bugard. I don't see any of the rage bait either. What is the rage bait? Oh, the guy real sad? I didn't say. He just said he's currently messaging from Epstein Island. Did he say something worse? I don't know. Oh, Diddy loves you all. I guess that's pretty rage baity. Mount Rushmore. But yeah, the guy that I read the book of it's called Boy on Ice, and it's about a hockey enforcer. His name is Derek Bugard, and it's a really sad book, to be honest, because he dies in the end of the book. It was a biography of his life, and yeah, I kind of spoiled the ending for you guys, but you could just, if you look it up, you'll figure it out. The book is called The Life and Death of Derek Bugard, so it literally says it right in the title. Boy on Ice. Serious question. Pavel Bure was a great man. So fast and shifty. Yeah, Pavel Bure was pretty good. How many kids do you think got molested at Mar-a-Lago by Trump, Epstein, and their buddies? I don't want to talk about that, guys. That's too sad to be talking about right now. Why would you spoil it? I'm sorry. That's just literally the title of the book is Boy on Ice, The Life and Death of Derek Bugard. I'm sorry to spoil it, guys. She wasn't. She was talking about fuck face Aria. A lot of enforcers unfortunately take their lives. Yeah, it's happened a lot, guys, because of I think there's a disease that people get, or I don't know what to call it, condition maybe from head trauma, concussion trauma. I forget what the E stands for, but CTE. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of CTE, but the first letter stands for concussion and the T stands for, I think, trauma, and then I don't know what the E stands for, but they get, I think, a lot of sports players get concussion syndrome or whatever, and unfortunately, I think it leads to a lot of depression, and yeah, there has been quite a few examples of people who, unfortunately, took their own lives after dealing with that. Zara's so obsessed with me. What? Who got deleted? Is it? Oh, never mind. I think it was a bad guy. I didn't read his things in front. I'm obsessed with your channel, Hockey. Thanks, Rain. There was a football player that murdered his friend. Yeah, no, I saw that. I've seen that. There was a documentary about a guy. His name was Aaron Hernandez. I don't know if anybody's seen that one. It's on Netflix too, I believe. Even Zara watched that one with me. How do you feel about importing 400 million Somalians to the States and having them run for office? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that is that a good idea. Not really sure. Hernandez. I'm in Pitt. Been able to watch Lemieux, Yager, Crosby. Yeah, you're very lucky. Pittsburgh's had some of the best hockey players of all time. Like literally, they might have 3 out of the best top 5 players of all time. I'm still crying right now. Yeah, it is. I want to meet you and feel your beard. Oh wow. You were my teacher back in high school. I don't think I've ever been a teacher, so you might be thinking of somebody else. My mom killed my cat and she threw it in her fireplace to punish. I don't know if that's a. I feel like, oh man, I wish you were lying too. Wear your hockey foot gear. Dang, Hockey, you got simps now. Yeah, now I know how it feels. What's your thoughts on Canadian hockey trial? Should the counter sue him and reveal her name? Yeah, why not? Do chicks like this? Chicks like what? You got to rephrase the question to a way that I understand. I am traumatized from the chat. Good. I mean, no, that's bad. Untraumatize yourself. And Zara, I saw that comment. I just didn't read it out loud because the truth is I can read all the comments, and I do read all the comments. This guy's channel is going to blow up. Watch him. Give him a month. Give me a month, guys. Don't forget to sub. Bro, Zara in here being like the weirdos in her chat. Yeah, I feel like she's giving me a taste of her own medicine. You know what I mean? Bro, Zara, lucky to have a beauty like me. Yeah. Indian hockey player now. There is an Indian hockey player. His name is what the frick's his name? He played for the Edmonton Oilers for a bit. His name is Jiraj or something. I'll look him up. Oh, it's Jujar. It's Jujar. I'll show you guys a picture of him. Are you guys ready to see an Indian hockey player? He used to play for the Oilers. He's not actually from India, though. He was born in Canada, I'm pretty sure. And there's another guy on Vancouver Canucks now. I think his name is Arshdeep. This is another Indian hockey player right here, guys. He plays for Vancouver. His name is Arshdeep. What do you think is the best active player now in the NHL? I would say Cale Makar. At least I have insurance from uni, so it covers it. Oh, from your chat trauma or whatever. And to answer Arya's question, I already told you ski socks, wool ski socks. Scotsman 313 or whatever. What's going on? Welcome from Glasgow. They probably own dental bills. Probably. Live lit tonight. Yeah, lit. But yeah, Alex Ovechkin is the GOAT. I've heard that. You're not the I can't remember if you're the same person who said this last time, but there was another guy on here that was like truly advocating. He was saying Alex Ovechkin is the GOAT. He's the best of this generation, blah 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 blah. And I kind of understand where they're coming from, you know? Like, he scores more goals than anybody else. Year after year, he puts up goals, guys. What's the hardest thing to do in hockey? Is put the puck in the net. Is get the goals, right? What the F? That's not what I meant. Ski socks? What do skinny socks look like? Ski socks? They just look like long tubular socks. There is someone in the chat who ran away from a mental hospital. Oh, you know what would be a good game? We have to figure out who it is. Like, everybody has to comment stuff, and we have to figure out who the mental hospital patient is. I'm from DC. Take it back. LOL. Who? About Alex Ovechkin? I didn't say anything derogatory about Alex Ovechkin. I just said, I literally was singing his praises. I was saying how he's such a good goal scorer. Oh shit, you've reached the algorithm. I hope so, yeah. What did that guy say? Douche bag. It's fuckface Arya. I already clocked him. Why does everybody hate Arya? Am I missing something? Did Arya do something wrong? I actually don't know, guys. Like, fill me in on this. If he's a bad person, I will 100% understand if he's done something inflammatory in the past. But so far, he just keeps asking me what kind of socks I wear, which is not that bad, guys. That's literally not that bad of a question. I need somebody to explain why he's such a bad person. Please, guys, don't be mean to him. He's just struggling. You look like Luigi. Gemini says Colorado will win it all this year. What's up, shitbag? He was the one talking about Gigi. Oh, see, I literally, guys, I don't know about this this drama, so don't think that I'm that like I have no idea about it. I literally don't. I didn't know anybody was talking shit about anyone. I don't follow the. I'm not following the dramas. You know what I mean? I just do my own thing. I literally I just come on lives. I'll play my little party animal video game. I'll build a chair or something like that, and or I'll just sit here and I'll talk about hockey for hours. Like, literally, hockey. I truly don't see what you're reading, fam. I'm super lost. Crosby had Malkin, another superstar who could lead a team on his own in his prime. Ovechkin had no other superstar. That's true, but Ovechkin did play a significant amount of his career with a really good player in Nicklas Backstrom. And when Nicklas Backstrom got old and couldn't keep up with Ovi, they replaced him with Evgeny Kuznetsov. So he had two different very good players. But admittedly, I know that Malkin is on another level compared to Kuz and Backstrom. But would you agree to this though? Is Kuznetsov plus Backstrom, if you could smash them together, are they as good as Evgeny Malkin? One time Diddy came to our house, and instead of eating all the food, all he ate was baby oil. I wonder what would happen if you cooked something in baby oil. Like, what would happen if you sprayed baby oil in a frying pan and then you put chicken in it? Would it be consumptible? Like, would you be able to eat it? I like to go to a hockey game. What kind of food do they serve at the hockey games? They have popcorn. That's a really popular treat at the hockey game because you got a big bowl of popcorn. Eat the popcorn while you watch the game. A lot of people eat burgers, French fries, chicken nuggets, like all that kind of stuff. It's mostly like the same type of food you'd find at like the fair. Like when you go to like the circus or the fair or whatever. The same type of food like that. Do they have good deals on socks at the hockey games? Depends on where you're looking. You know what I mean? Glizzies, pizza nachos. Oh yeah, nachos are huge at the hockey games. Ronaldo is goat. Big hot glizzy. Is it racist to say that all Canadians are kind? I think racism only applies when you say bad things, which is the sad reality of it. Because if you say a racist comment, but it's a positive reinforcement of a stereotype, people don't become offended by it. I don't know. Malcolm was an MVP, and they disrespected him by not including him in the top 100. They put Jonathan Taves over him. Canadian bias. Yeah, no, I agree. I remember when that top 100 list came out, and I agreed with the snob that was leaving Malkin off the list, because there was a year when Malkin outperformed Crosby and Ovechkin. Because don't forget, those three guys came up in the same era. They all started, I think, right around the same time. Like, I think Malkin was 1 year younger than Crosby and Ovechkin. Like, 1 year, he was 1 year after them, I'm pretty sure. But either way, Malkin won an MVP during the era of Crosby and Ovechkin. So he's an MVP level caliber player. He played alongside Crosby. So the argument can be made that Crosby is less of a GOAT than Ovechkin because he had Malkin all that time, whereas Ovechkin was all alone. Ovi had to perform by himself. Oh, hey! Zara's back, and look at this lovely face. So your mustard mask is now done?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so he's J-Mac? Who's J-Mac? Can't be racist if you don't race cars. Yeah, I think this dude played in a few movies, and he's keeping it discreet. Honestly, I've been in, I think I've been in one movie ever, and I'm not going to say which one it was. Glowing but glowing. Oh, bro glowing. Can you please shut up my bro, Gabe Horn?
It's cold.
It'd be funnier if his
Why
middle.
don't you just go to our room?
Oh, I
Are
thought
you
you.
sleeping?
I thought you were in the room.
No, I'm not. I was streaming in there for like. Oh, there. It's so cold.
You think I should come up?
Yeah, what the fuck? It's freezing.
You think it's freezing?
Yeah.
I'm literally wearing a winter jacket, and I've got a space heater on my legs. Yeah, you know, it'd be funnier if your friend's nickname. I mean, if his middle name was P. Like his middle initial was P. What's your guys' favorite bands? I don't know. Jenna Tolles is a good friend. Stop doing the shoutouts. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I know the shoutouts are jokes to get me to say funny things or bad words or whatever. But I'll be completely honest with you guys. It's my kind of humor. Like, I think that shit is hilarious, guys. Bend over. Because the thing is, at least with those ones, it's actually not, you're not being derogatory towards anybody in particular. It's just saying a funny word, like saying a bad word. You know, how innocent of a joke can it be? You know what I mean? Jack Mehoff. Sussy McSussin shoutouts. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think it's funny, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I personally don't do them. Like, I would never go on somebody else's page and like trick them into saying Jack Mehoff. But but I mean, I think it's funny, right? Do you think Tavares or Stamkos should have been on the Team Canada? Maybe Tavares because he's having a good season, but I think Stamkos is a little washed right now. You know what I mean? Like I don't think Stamkos could. I don't think Stammer could. Who sings Radioactive? Imagine Dragon. Um, Dragon. Imagine Dragon. Yeah. Do you remember Ligma balls? Yeah. What's your thoughts on broccoli? Broccoli, honestly, I don't mind it. I'm not like enthralled by it, but I would say it's all right. It's not bad. Imagine dragging these nuts. Oh, you got me there. I know that you know what people used to always say? Do you like CDs or DVDs? And then they'd be like, "What? Like CDs?" And you'd be like, "CDs nuts." They did take Mark Stone. Dude's younger but looks old ass uncle out there. Yeah, Mark Stone's different though because Mark Stone actually plays a hard two-way game, you know? He knows how to defend. He can hit, he can play like, in the corners, he's kind of like uh, you know, a real rough and tumble type of player, Mark Stone is, right? Whereas Stamkos, he's more of a pure, goal scorer, a sniper, right? But he's kind of fallen off. I mean, I don't really watch him that closely anymore, but I mean, I just look at the numbers. You know what I mean? Like he's not scoring anymore, really. Like how many goals does he have this year? Like 12 or something like that? Like it's not a good amount, you know what I mean? Oilers are going to make a comeback and win the cup this year. I don't know about that. You falling off or something? No, I'm not falling off, guys. I was already here. I was always already here. I'm just getting packed up. If they don't, they need to break up the team. Yeah, that's definitely possible. I mean, but it's so tough. Sorry, it's so dark now, guys. Because look what happened to the Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs miss Mitch Marner now, right? Dan, you're so funny. Okay, guys, I made it. I'm a Maple Leafs fan, and we effed up by letting Marner go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Toronto needs to break that team up. They are cursed. Yeah, of course. But look what happened. They're not even going to make the playoffs at all. Like they basically need to go into a full-on rebuild at this point. You know what I mean? Like the whole team is effed. They're not even going to make the playoffs. But yeah, I think I'm going to end my live, guys. I've been on here too long. Full me winkle. Even when with Marner, you guys were cursed. Great players that still can't do shit. Yeah, I don't know. They were always cursed in the playoffs. Basically replaced Marner with 3 shit players. Yeah, exactly. No. See you, Dan. Thank you all for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like and do all that stuff, guys. I appreciate everybody on here who stayed through right to the end. FOH. Fuck out of here for future references. Oh, thanks. I didn't even know who that was. I mean, I didn't know I never heard that one before. I've only heard TTLY or whatever. Talk to you later. And LOL, laugh out loud. Ovechkin for life. Thanks for the last two, guys. You guys were making this chat so good tonight, guys. I loved all the questions and the concerns. I'm going to talk to you later about me talking to your wife. Okay, Arya, I'm done with you, bro. Everybody's telling me that you're a bad guy, so I'm not going to listen to you. Okay, I got to end the live, guys. I got to go play with my nephew. I promised him I would. I told him I was going to go play with him.